In this video, we'll look at how some credit card companies calculate interest, more specifically cards that use the average daily balance method. In this example, we have a monthly interest rate of 1.6% of the average daily balance, and we have certain transactions during the month of May. To calculate the average daily balance, we're going to fill out this table. On the first day, we have May 1st and an unpaid balance of $82.40 from the previous month. The number of days that was the unpaid balance is 6 days because we're going from May 1st to May 7th. Next, we want to multiply those two numbers. 82.40 times 6. 49,440. The next day that a transaction happens is on the 7th, and there was a payment made of $350. So the unpaid balance is going to be $82.40 minus the $350. Leaving us with $78.90. And then the number of days that was the unpaid balance from the 7th to the 15th is 8 days. Next, multiply those two numbers, $78.90 times 8. And we get $63,120. The next transaction date is the 15th. And on that day, there was a purchase made, so we need to take the previous balance, $78.90, and add that transaction, $14.05. And here we get $92.95. The number of days that was the unpaid balance is from the 15th to the 17th, 2 days. Next, we'll multiply that. 18,590. The next transaction date is on the 17th. And that is another purchase, so we need to add that to our previous balance, $92.95 plus the $45.20. This gives us 9340.2. And the number of days that was the unpaid balance going from the 17th to the 30th is 13 days. Multiply those two numbers, and we get 121,422.6. The next transaction is the 30th, and that is another purchase. So we're going to add the previous balance and the 180.72. This gives us 9520.92. And this was the unpaid balance for 2 days, the 30th and the 31st. Again, we'll multiply those two numbers, giving us 19,041.84. Next, we'll add that last column. This will help us find the average daily balance. We have the sum of the unpaid balances now, 271614.44, divided by the number of days in that month, 31 days, is going to give us roughly $8,761.76 as the average daily balance. To calculate the interest due, we use I equals PRT, the principal being the average daily balance, 8761.76, times the rate, which is 1.6%, times the time. And normally we measure time in years, but this time for this particular question we're actually measuring time in months. So 8761.76 times 0.016. This gives us $140.19. The balance due on June 1st is going to be the previous balance, which we found to be 9520.92, plus the interest, 140.19. This gives us $9,661.11 for the balance at the beginning of the next month. The last question says the credit card requires a $10 minimum monthly payment if the balance due at the end of the billing period is less than $360. Otherwise, the minimum monthly payment is 1/36 of the balance due at the end of the billing period, rounded up to the nearest whole dollar. What is the minimum monthly payment due by June 9th? So since we are definitely over $360, so we have 1/36 times 9,661.11 and they want us to round up to the nearest dollar. So we get $269 as the minimum due.